What's going on, guys? Here it's Gavin back with the SFS channel. Today I've got the breakdown of my first impression and experience of Madden NFL 21 online gameplay. I am currently doing a voiceover over my first game, as a matter of fact, that I played on the new game during the EA Play Madden 21 trial. It's a 10-hour early access event that you get for purchasing the EA Access from the Xbox One store or the PlayStation store, if that is the account that you are using. Just a couple things here that we're going to be going over in this video. I'll be going over my likes and dislikes and my initial impression of the gameplay. So without further ado, let's start with the positives and get right into the likes. The first added detail that I found that I really liked in Madden 21 is the detail they added to the juke animation. And basically what they did is they added this thing called Star Player Specialty Moves. And what that does is it allows players like Aaron Jones, who I actually did one of these moves with in this game, it allows them to do a more advanced juke move and fake out defenders at a higher rate. And I think this is a unique thing that Madden 21 offers, and it's not in Madden 20, so obviously an improvement there. Moving on, the visuals in Madden 21 are also improved from Madden 20. Things just look slightly cleaner, and in the face scan database from Madden 20, they added some new players, so they have more detailed player designs, and the game overall just looks better. However, as a Packer fan, I'll continue to complain about Zadarius Smith not having a face scan yet, and he looks not at all like himself, so that's a bit of an annoyance still, but hopefully they can get that fixed down the line. Also, the new modes that they added into this game, such as Face of the Franchise Volume 2 and the Yard, which is their brand new feature they have in this game. The Yard is a backyard football mode that allows you to play with friends. It's similar to like NBA 2K, the Park, and it allows you to use a customized football player and meet up with your friends online and play against another team. It's sort of like a 7-on-7 type deal. Also, the new stadiums in Madden 21 look exceptional. SoFi Stadium in particular, the home of the Rams and Chargers, looks amazing in this game, and it's very detailed and very graphically pleasing to the eye. Now let's head into the things that I wasn't too impressed with Madden 21 in my initial experience with gameplay. I was extremely disappointed with the mechanics that Madden 21 has to offer. I felt like it was a extreme step down from the gameplay in Madden 20. The game feels slow and rather clunky, and as a person who plays the game quite often, it's very noticeable and frustrating because particularly players like user middle linebackers feel like you can do far less with them and you're not able to make big plays that would be game-changing and online. Over the three modes that Madden has to offer, arcade, competitive, and simulation style, the user players feel clunky in all formats and are not exactly effective, so that's an extreme issue I see with this game. In Madden 20, those players were difference makers, and in all the Maddens prior to that, to be honest. They were more smooth, and you could quickly undercut routes or break on the football and make huge plays. So that's something I think that Madden's lacking and needs to fix in a patch here very quickly. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of complaints about the game on that end. Also, the defensive unit as a whole feels almost like you're playing with 11 of the same players, if that makes any sense. So it doesn't feel like players have individuality like they had in Madden 20, and players with X-Factor abilities like Khalil Mack and Aaron Donald could really take over the game, and that's just something that I'm not really experiencing yet with Madden 21. I feel like your unit as a whole just kind of either gets slaughtered or they all just hold up firmly. Like weak links of defenses don't really stand out in my opinion, and nor do the strengths of the defense. Like, I've played with some very good linebackers, and I feel like they're not making a difference anymore than a below average player was making, or I've been throwing at underrated corners and not really been seeing the one-on-one advantages that you could kind of pick out in Madden 20. Whereas, like, it's just as easy to beat a X Factor corner as it is a 70 overall corner, and that's just not right in my opinion. Also, the biggest complaint I have with this game is the lack of features or changes whatsoever that they made to franchise mode. As a player and a person who plays franchise more than any other mode in this game, it's extremely disheartening because they essentially just copy and pasted franchise mode for Madden 20 and just added in the new rosters into Madden 21. The training is exactly the same. It's the bronze to gold medal based system for grading your practice. Scouting is exactly the same as it's been for probably 4 years now in franchise mode, so that is another thing that kind of stinks. Along with the fact that, like I said, the gameplay is just not good at this point. And going from, I played in a franchise, and I played the first game on all Madden, and it was a very competitive game, but there was just some silly things happening, and it almost felt like the computer was just like preset to just beat me at any cost. And then moving down to All Pro was like night and day, because when I went to All Pro, I was winning games by 40, and it shouldn't be that much of a drop off from one skill setting to the next. Like, All Pro felt almost like rookie mode in previous Maddens, and I could just throw all over defenses. And my defense, which is very poorly rated and does not have many stars on it, was just shutting every team down, and it should not have been doing that. So I felt it was very unrealistic, and the difficulty settings are extremely inconsistent from other Maddens and are very disappointing to see to this point. Finally, there's not very many feature improvements. Unfortunately, I would say that what Madden did this year was, rather than improve the gameplay, what they actually kind of looked at was to put new modes into the game. So for all of the gameplay complaints and cries for help that the Madden community has been asking EA to fix, they really didn't address any of that, and that's quite frustrating, as we're all looking to play a brand new game here, and really all they did was just kind of slap the yard in this game and call it good. The gameplay is worse than it was in Madden 20, and to be quite honest, the game is really not even as fun to play at this point. There's still a few days until Madden is officially released to everybody. I believe it comes out for purchasers of the Standard Edition game on August the 28th. It is currently August the 22nd, and I'm accessing early with EA Play, as I mentioned previously. Also, I bought the deluxe edition of the game to get it 3 days early on the 25th, so I would, however, recommend that if you're not a content creator like myself who's looking to play this game to make videos for my YouTube channel, that you do not waste the extra $20 on this game. The features are just not worth it because of the gameplay. I know that people who play MUT want those extra packs and whatnot, but I don't think the packs are worth the price that you're giving EA, because they haven't done anything to improve the gameplay in this game. So those are my thoughts on Madden 21. I believe that this game needs to see some major improvements in the next week or so, and EA has to come out with a huge patch to make this game feel a lot smoother, and the game also has to feel more realistic. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you have any differing opinions or agree with my thoughts in this video, make sure to comment those down below. I'll be answering any of your guys' questions based on my experience to this point in the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see some more Madden content down in the future, despite the fact that I haven't enjoyed the game too much at this point, I will still be playing and posting content of this game regularly because I already invested in purchasing the game. So With that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace out.